Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and thought, do they really love me? Or are they just putting up with me? It's a painful question, isn't it? Because for most of us, our dogs aren't just pets. They're our children, our friends, our quiet companions who never judge and never leave. We feed them, walk them, talk to them like they understand every word, and deep down we believe their love is pure, unconditional, forever. But here's the uncomfortable truth most owners never want to hear. Sometimes, what we think is love is actually just tolerance, a calm mask that hides quiet fear, confusion, or emotional distance. Modern animal behaviorists have discovered that many of the things we do out of love, hugging too tight, staring too long, shouting when we're scared, can make our dogs anxious, unsure, or even afraid of us. Not because they don't love us, but because they no longer feel safe enough to show it. And that's what this video is really about. Not blame, not guilt, but understanding. Because your dog has been speaking to you all along through their eyes, their tail, the way they breathe when you enter the room. The only problem is most of us never learned their language. So today I want to teach you how to see again. How to recognize the small signs your dog gives when they're uneasy, when they've stopped trusting, or when they're quietly begging for a different kind of love. You'll learn what science says, what trainers know, and what every longtime dog parent eventually discovers the hard way, that dogs don't need perfection, they need presence. They don't need loud affection, they need calm, gentle understanding. And here's the promise I'll make to you right now. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to rebuild that trust, even if it's been years since you've truly connected. You'll recognize 10 hidden signs that your dog might not feel safe or loved the way you think. And you'll learn 12 common mistakes that quietly break a dog's heart even when we mean well. It's not too late to change. In fact, the moment you start noticing, really noticing your dog's small signals, that's when the healing begins. So are you ready? Because what you're about to learn might completely change the way you look at your furry best friend forever. Let's start with the first and most honest signal your dog can ever give you: their tail. Because it never lies. 1. The tail never lies. You've seen it 1,000 times, that wagging tail greeting you at the door, thumping against the floor like a little drumbeat of love. But what if I told you? A wag doesn't always mean happiness. For your dog, the tail is more than decoration. It's a language. Every twitch, every angle, every pause tells a story. When it waves wide and loose, it often says, "I'm safe with you." But when it freezes halfway, tucks low, or sways slowly side to side, that same tail is whispering something else entirely. "I'm unsure." Please go easy. Scientists have discovered something fascinating. Dogs wag slightly more to the right when they feel joyful and secure, and more to the left when they feel uncertain or afraid. It's not random, it's biology. Their brain literally guides the direction depending on emotion. If your dog greets you one day with a stiff tail, maybe they're not angry or distant. Maybe they remember a harsh tone from earlier, a loud noise, or a hand that moved too quickly. They're not holding a grudge. They're just protecting their heart the only way they know how, by pausing before trust. So next time you walk through that door, take a moment. Don't rush to pat or talk loudly, just watch. Let your dog's body speak first, because that tail, more than any word or bark, will tell you whether your love feels safe or uncertain. Have you ever noticed how your dog's tail changes when you raise your voice versus when you whisper their name softly? Think about it, that small movement might be your dog's truest answer. 2. The eyes, windows of trust. They say the eyes never lie, and with dogs that couldn't be truer. A dog's eyes hold the story of every moment they've shared with you, and every moment they've feared you. You might think that when your dog looks away, they're being shy, stubborn, or distracted. But in their world, direct eye contact isn't always love. Among dogs, a hard, steady stare can mean a challenge, even a warning. So when your dog breaks eye contact, it's not rejection. It's their gentle way of saying, "I want peace, not tension." Here's what modern behavior science tells us: when a dog feels truly safe, they can hold your gaze softly, not frozen, not fearful, just present. And in that quiet moment, both of your brains release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone shared between a parent and child. That's trust at its purest level. But if that trust has been shaken, your dog's eyes will tell you long before their body does. You'll see it, that quick glance away, the lowered head, the blinking that comes too fast. If your dog turns their eyes when you lean in, don't take it personally. They're saying, I'm still learning if your closeness feels safe. Instead of forcing eye contact, sit beside them, not over them. Speak softly, blink slowly, and wait. Let them lift their eyes when they're ready, because one day they will. And when they do, when your dog meets your gaze without fear, that simple look will say more than words ever could. It's their way of whispering, I trust you again. Have you ever felt your dog's eyes soften when you talk about your day or call their name gently? That's not just attention. That's connection being rebuilt one glance at a time. 3. When your dog avoids your touch. You reach out your hand, expecting that warm moment of love, but instead, your dog turns away, steps back, or slips right out from under your palm. It hurts, doesn't it? Because to us, touch is comfort. It's how we say, I love you. But to a dog, not every touch feels like love. Many dogs carry quiet memories of fear, a raised hand, a quick grab, a sudden hug that felt like being trapped. You might mean kindness, but their body still remembers that moment when a human hand didn't feel safe. Especially when the hand comes from above, that's how predators strike in the wild. Instinct doesn't forget even when hearts do. So if your dog flinches or leans away, don't rush to fix it. Don't chase them with affection. Just pause. Offer your hand low at their nose level. Let them decide when to come closer. Try gentle strokes under the chin or along the side of the neck, never straight down on top of the head. That small change in your gesture tells them you have a choice now. You're safe. Dogs crave touch as much as we do, but only when it comes with calm energy. When you move slowly, breathe evenly, and let them come to you, you're not just petting fur, you're rebuilding trust. And when that day comes, when your dog presses their head into your hand again, it won't be out of habit. It'll be because they finally believe in your touch. Tell me, has your dog ever pulled away from you in a moment when you thought they'd want closeness? What did you feel in that instant? 4. When your dog refuses your treats. It's such a simple thing, isn't it? You hold out a treat, that tiny symbol of love, and wait for your dog's happy snatch, that quick wag, that little sparkle in their eyes. But this time, they hesitate. Maybe they sniff it and look away. Maybe they take a step back, and suddenly the room feels a little too quiet. You wonder, did I do something wrong? The truth is sometimes, maybe yes, but not in the way you think. For most dogs, food is pure joy. A treat means comfort, praise, belonging. So when a dog refuses it, it's rarely about taste. It's about trust. Maybe your voice was sharper earlier. Maybe your hand moved too quickly. Maybe a sound or gesture reminded them of fear. Dogs remember emotional moments far longer than we imagine, and their bodies react before their minds can reason. Behavior experts call it hesitation at the source. It's that pause between wanting and daring, between I want this and I'm not sure if it's safe from you. And that moment tells you exactly where your bond stands. So here's what you can do. Don't push the treat closer. Don't insist. Just place it gently on the floor and take a step back. Let your dog choose to approach when they're ready. Pair that distance with a soft voice, not begging, not baby talk, just calm presence. Over time, your dog will learn that your hand is not a test, but a promise. And when one day they take that treat again without hesitation, that tiny crunch, that slow wag, you'll feel it. That's trust returning one bite at a time. Have you ever seen your dog pause before taking food from you? That hesitation might be their quiet way of asking, can I trust you this time? 5. When your dog prefers someone else. It stings a little, doesn't it? You open the door, call your dog's name, and instead of running to you, they race towards someone else. Maybe it's your spouse, your child, or even a friend who visits often. They curl up at their feet, wag their tail, and look at them the way you wish they'd look at you. You smile on the outside, but deep down, it hurts. Because it feels like rejection from the one creature who's supposed to love you most. But here's the truth, it's not rejection. It's reflection. Dogs are mirrors of energy. They're drawn to the person who makes them feel the safest, the calmest, the most understood. It's not about who feeds them more or plays longer. It's about who carries peace in their presence. Maybe that other person speaks softly, moves slower, or never raises their voice. Maybe they simply spend more moments being instead of doing. Dogs notice everything, our tone, our body tension, even the way we breathe. When your energy feels rushed, anxious, or distracted, your dog senses it and quietly steps back. Not out of anger, but self-protection. The good news: you can rebuild that bond. Start small. Sit near your dog without expecting anything. No words, no treats, no training. Just quiet company. Let them come to you. When they do, don't make it a big event, just a calm smile, a slow stroke on their chest or cheek. Over time, those small, gentle moments become powerful signals. You're safe here. You can relax now, and slowly that bond shifts back toward you, not through control, but through calm. So next time your dog chooses someone else's lap over yours, don't take it personally. Take it as a whisper, a reminder I'm still learning to trust your calm. Tell me honestly, has your dog ever seemed to love someone else in the house a little more? What did that feel like? And what did it teach you about love without ownership? So now you know the looks, the wags, the silences, the tiny moments that whisper the truth your dog could never say out loud. Maybe you recognized one or two of these signs in your own home. Maybe your dog flinched when you reached out or chose someone else's lap over yours. And maybe, just maybe, you felt that sting of guilt deep down, the kind only a true dog lover feels. Don't let it break you. Let it open you. Because dogs don't hold grudges. They live in the now. Every quiet evening, every walk, every gentle word is a new chance to say, I see you. I understand you. You're safe with me. The beauty of dogs is that they forgive faster than we learn. And the moment you start noticing their language, the slow tail wag, the soft eye contact, the calm breath, that's when your relationship shifts from ownership to partnership, from habit to heart. So tonight, sit with your dog a little longer. Watch them sleep, listen to their breathing, feel that quiet trust grow between you. Because love isn't just what we give, it's what we learn to understand. If this message touched you, share your story below. Tell me which sign you saw. Which mistake you're ready to fix? Because every story of change helps another dog feel safe again. And remember, your dog doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be present. That's how love is translated. From words into wagging tails and finally into peace.